Hi guys, this is Jackie Cooper with both Jcoopertravels as well as Cooper Virtual Career Day podcast. And today I have Alex on. He has been part of a series of podcasts for this episode. He's talked about his travels. He's talked about the business that he's involved in. And today he is going to be talking just a little bit about how he got started in this as a career, and where he started from and how he navigated. Alex, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing?
Hello, Jackie. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I'm doing very well. Happy to be here.
So for those that might not have listened to the first two podcasts, give a quick overview as to the name of your business, what you do, and then I'll ask you some more questions as to how you got involved.
Sure. The name of the business is Adnumus, and we're an international business broker. We do mergers and acquisitions.
Okay, great. So for those that might not know what that means, mergers and acquisitions, can you break it down a little bit?
Sure. In simple terms, we help people buy and sell businesses. Okay. This is what mergers and acquisitions means, which buying half maybe mergers and acquisitions, buying the whole thing.
Got it. So how did you get there? Did you start in mergers and acquisitions, or when you started off in your career, what did you do first and how did you get here?
Definitely not. I had not necessarily a long road ahead of me, but I did quite a couple of things. What I studied was sociology and law, two different high schools. So the law part got me closer to this. Then I got involved heavily in sales. I did pretty much any kinds of sales I could grab my hands on. So that's a vast experience in sales, banking, financial institutions, insurance, everything which was in it, I needed to learn. Then I went into insolvency, which was, I organized auctions, and that was quite interesting because I organized auctions for things like, I don't know, the cheapest car you could see to $1 million factories, which was quite interesting for me. I had my own business, which was a franchise for, we were offering cost reductions for companies. We were teaching them how to reduce their cost and how to be more cost efficient. And then the next stepping stone, I found an opportunity to join an international business broker. And after a couple of years there, I decided that I want to do this on my own. And that's how I got here.
So I definitely applaud you in terms of all the skills that you developed. So if someone is listening to this and they think, I really would like to learn more, how would I get involved in joining a company that is doing this? What would they have to do? What skills would they have to develop? And it might not be a straight path there, but what would you recommend to them?
First of all, think if you're a people person. That's my number one recommendation. I know it sounds business and mergers and acquisitions, but it's getting to know people and being a connector mostly. Now, if you like working with people, that's your first start. If you're into people, go ahead, and you definitely can earn the means and the knowledge to do this. Now, if you have sales skills, of course, that's going to be helpful. You need to be able to present things appropriately. You need to be able to approach people appropriately. You need to have some analytical skills, but don't worry too much, because usually there is a lawyer and accountant involved and they will pull the heavy load, but you do need to be able to make sense of what you're watching. But don't worry, if I learned it, you can learn it as well. There is a couple of courses you can do. For example, the International Business Broker Association does have an online learning platform, which you can learn from there. And they do provide you with a degree. And this will help you a lot. But honestly, if you really want to do this, go at it, do a couple of courses, do a little bit of reading. There's also the Mergers and Acquisitions for Dummies. And it might sound weird, but it's a really good book. And it's a good stepping stone. So if you're just starting with it, why not? It will give you a little bit of insight, and then you can take it from there. But honestly, what you need the most, go try and find your first job if you have these skills and you've done these things, because you're going to need experience. You're going to need a lot of experience, and no one deal is similar to the other one. But don't be afraid. it's something which, if you have the drive, you can definitely do.
For sure. And I appreciate that. For those that might not be familiar with the format of the podcast or YouTube, there's always a block above and the YouTube and podcast. And that way it has contact information for Alex as well as myself. And that way, if you have any additional questions, about his business, or if you know businesses that would like to be bought or sold, again, he's always open to having referrals. When you were doing when you're involved with your business, do you do a lot of travel?
It depends on the necessities.
Got it.
We did travel. Yes, we did travel. I mean, it's hard to make $1 million deal and not shake a hand, honestly. But especially with the COVID situation, things are changing a bit.
Yeah.
And people are more understanding. It does involve some travel, of course. And why not? It's beautiful to travel. I like meeting new people and seeing new places.
Yep, for sure. And for those that you would like to learn more about Alex's travels, there is a travel episode, so you can kind of go back into the podcast and check that out. Thank you, Alex, so much for sharing. I really appreciate your being on for all of the various episodes that we've done. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing more about your adventures.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, everybody, who's listening in, and hope to see each other soon again. If you travel and you come here, do let me know.
For sure.